Okay. This is our weekly elite meeting for the upcoming week. Okay. Um, so with that being said, and for those who have missed it, I talked about looking at, like I was saying, I don't look at it, but I know that it's something that may be useful um for others, but looking at like the previous weekly high and then the previous weekly low, right? Um, Previous week low. Okay. So, and like I said, I don't incorporate this, but as I look at the charts and then also including now including my quarter levels into my chart, my assumption is that this week may break the previous week high to this quarter level to then pull back to one of these quarter levels, right? This is the price where to have healthy price action. This is, hold on, turn it on. If we're looking for healthy price action, um, we're always looking for price to pull back to the zone because price is bullish, right? So we're always looking for price to pull back to the zone, and not saying you can't sell down to that because that's, I mean, that is a lot of pips, but I would definitely need confirmation for a sell versus just tapping into a quarter level um to then sell back down, right? And of course, the confirmation would be on a lower time frame. So ultimately, the goal is, because this is our daily, this was our daily, or it might have been weekly, might have been a monthly. Um, so, oh, hold on. That's really not the daily. Um, so let's say this was our daily zone here. This was a zone here. And then this is a zone here. This swing right here, right? Okay. And then within that, we have a monthly order block, which is the monthly order block right here. Okay. So I am still bullish on JPYs. And if I go to the the Jap the JPY index, these are still bearish, right? Now, price could pull back to give healthy price action to this. So that means if it's going to pull back to here to give healthy price action, that means GJ will likely pull back to here for a continuation of a buy. I'm still bullish on JPYs, just FYI. I'm just saying FYI. Okay, so for GJ, we marked up our previous week high, previous week low. So let's go to the daily. So this is our, I won't mark this one up since it's the previous week, This is our previous day high. And then here's our previous day low. Now, as you can see, they're both close to a quarter level. So previous day low. So again, price could pull back here, sweep that low, and then continue buying up, or pull back down to here and then continue buying up. This is the daily key level here. So would love to see it come and sweep the previous week low. So would love to see this pull down, sweep the previous week low, and then start buying. That would be more of the optimal trading entry. So let's see if it came here. So if it pulled back to this zone here, that's around about the 50%. So, or however, right now it's here. So that pullback would be to the 38, which I don't mind that one either. Because then my thought process would be that if it pulled back to the 38, it would continue to the 618, which is near our monthly order block. So, does anybody have any questions on that? So, right now, because this is our current swing, higher time frame swing. Any questions on that?
No question, Kim. But
No.
price could take out that previous week high, retest that previous week high, and keep on buying.
And
Like
it could do that too.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it doesn't have to pull back.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Or, take this out, pull back to the previous, take out the previous day to this. So the pink one is a major quarter level. The blue ones are the minor quarter level. So it could push back, pull back to here, and then keep buying up. So from one major quarter level to the next, or to the next, to 205. So from 202 5 to 205. That's possible too. But she's right. It can come to this quarter level, take out this high, give another higher time frame order block to then just move up to the next one. So as of right now, 4 hour, let me remove this here. Let's see what's going on. So based on the 4 hour, definitely want to see this high, which is the previous week's high. Want to see that break of structure for that. And then maybe we can find, and that's why I said I don't see anything as of right now. Maybe it'll give us a little pullback and then a bullish order block, because then that'll be a 4 hour order block that I would look for price to come back into and keep buying. So so that's why I said I don't see anything right now for GJ. Now, I know that some people trade. Did I get rid of that? Let me see. GBP.
Are you in GJ, Kim?
No, I'm so mad I'm not in GJ.
Oh, you didn't get in on Friday?
No, I got in, but when we were talking with Terry and he said, I put the wrong TP. I put the wrong TP. And when I saw, instead of putting 203,750, although I did say 205, we did say 205. I ended up putting 203. What did I put? Hold on, let me go back because we talked about this on Friday. It was 2035. I don't know why I did that. I have no idea why I did that.
Dang, where did you enter from? Was it
203, 203, it was 203. 203.076 is what the entry was. So it must have been 203, and I don't know how that happened. I mean, I made $200, so
okay? Not bad.
but I wanted it to be, I don't know why I did that.
So
I had a
you
line right here that Terry talked about, and I don't know why I put that particular 203. I have no idea. 203. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. Anyhow, yeah.
okay, so for those of us who are still in,
Uh-huh.
I put my stop loss at the bottom of that last swing, so I
Right
never
here.
got picked. Yeah, I never got picked up hedge
Okay.
wise. So
I think it's at least going to 203,750.
mhm.
I'm gonna put an alert right here. Okay. So we'll see what it does once it gets here. Of course, it would have to break these lows. That's why my guess is it's probably just going to pull back and keep going to 205. This is the one where I said if it gets to 203,750 to then move your stop loss to entry.
Okay, yeah.
But the way this tapped and pushed up and gave this order block, I just think it's going to keep going. I think it's going to keep going. And if it pulls back to here, yeah, I think it's going to keep going. So with that being said, I wanted to also go over possible, let me remove all this. I want to look at EJ. So as we know, EJ has broken above weekly. I guess that's 250 pips to pull back to the order block. I think on the call, Todd, was it EJ or UJ? I think it was on EJ. Was saying price was going to continue. This was the sell for EJ. I believe it was EJ. EJ 4 hour. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
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 you said UJ was gonna sell.
Was it you,
Was it
Jay?
you, Jay?
Yeah, it's,
Okay.
Okay.
so there's a 6-month order block. Something.
But he was saying that, but he was saying that, was he on a 1 hour? I thought he was on a 4 hour. It was you, Jay. Because he was saying, I know some people say it's got to break this one first. Because we had this break of structure and then price pulled back down. I personally feel like, especially with this impulse move, this came and swept these lows. I feel like this is going to pull back into the order block and start buying back up. That's my thought. That's my thought. So, I'm still bullish on I'm still bullish on JPYs. That's all I'm saying. If I look at the Dixie, if I look at the Dixie, we're just gonna mark up this daily key level here. Okay. Price broke structure here. So this low hasn't been, there's liquidity here, but there's also a demand zone here that hasn't been tapped into. So my guess is when this starts pulling back down, it's going to tap and then start pushing back up to the upside. So I'm almost, what am I on the daily? And then how many pips is that? I'm almost tempted to put a make sure this is a daily buy zone, daily buy order block. Okay. So I'm almost tempted to even like set a limit right here for you. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm on Dixie. So UJ. I mean, yeah, UJ. Daily. Let's go to the 4 hour. Weekly. So maybe this imbalance price will come back into and then start buying. So maybe price will pull back into here and keep buying. So it's on the daily. There's also imbalance here on the daily. And there was no, oh, there is. Oh, shoot, there is. Currently price is at a monthly key level. Okay. And it looked like it's already swept the high. And there's a monthly order block. So price could pull back to the imbalance or to the break of this high or to the back to the zone, 100 pips, and then possibly start buying some more. And I would just say maybe to retest this and then start pulling back. Oh yeah, this is the one he was talking about, because he was looking at the monthly. And he was saying it was gonna sell down to probably here. Now I would need to see, of course, a break of, this is the swing low, because this is our break of structure here. So this could just pull back again, like I said, to this monthly order block to continue buying up, or if it shows some momentum of selling, then we could possibly sell it down to these lows. This would be a low, this would be a zone here. And then this would be the next zone. Sorry, this would be the first zone right here. This would be the first zone, right? This would be the second zone. And then this would be the next zone. So it all depends on how it pulls back, and what it does will depend on if you're going from this zone to this zone, or if you're going from this zone to this zone, and so forth, so on. So we shall see. Or if it's pushing back to go from this zone to the next zone. And we're just going to put this little from here to here. If it's coming from this zone to this zone. And oops. There we go. So I think UJ might be a daily. Might be the trade that we look for next week, depending on what it does when it comes back here. Like we said, maybe to clear this imbalance and then maybe push back in to then buy. So UJ was one. What's another pair y'all look at? GA. I'm gonna delete all of this. let's go to, so based on the monthly, we're looking at AUD, NZD. I don't have that on here. Let's see. AUD, NZD. Okay. DCAD. DCAD. Weekly. Okay, so for GCAD, there's a weekly demand zone. Weekly by order block. So prices broken this high, broken this high. So price could tap into this weekly order block. It's like 92 pips. To possibly buy back up. This would be the swing low. This is your last. This is the overall swing, right? Because price did not break that until here. But within that swing, you have this as your last swing. So price would have to break this low, this last swing, to pull back to sell to maybe somewhere in these imbalances or something. But because we're bullish, we're looking for buys. So if price pulls back into this order block and gives bullish momentum, then you look to buy it up some more. Now, as we look at the overall move, the overall last swing, so we're on a higher time frame. Let's go to the monthly so we can see it even clearly. You have this push down, this push up, this push down, and then this push up, and then this push down. So the overall move, is the current swing, the current bigger swing is from here to here. Now price has tapped into the 78, right? Could it go to the 88? It could. But right now, price has tapped into the 78. It pulled back, tapped into the 78. It pulled back, but it hasn't broken any major swings yet. So on the, it broke an internal swing. Let's just say that. So it broke this internal swing because we know it's going down to this order block, right? So it broke this internal swing. So everything from here on up is the swing. So price can either pull back to this order block, and I'm just going to put a sell zone, or pull back to this institutional candle to then start selling back down. So if we fib the move, this is at the 50% zone. This is at the 78. Of course, we would love to see it come back to the 78. And because this is, my guess would, because this is part of the swing, but of course, this is the order block that sponsored the break of structure. So that's why these two zones, price is going to come back into and either show you change of character in this zone, or show you, or start buying back up to this zone. If it breaks through here, I would just say put in a limit at the put in a limit at the 78, or you can just put it in at the institutional candle. Now that's a lot of pips to cover, but, or you can put a hedge instead of a stop loss, you can put a hedge up here. But I am almost certain that it will come up to either here or the 78 and then start selling back to this zone. So with that being said, that would be approximately 300 pips. And if you take it to the negative 27, that would be 332 pips. So who trades GCAD? Anybody? Anybody?
Might be trading it this week.
So, and I'm asking because I'm gonna leave it up to you to call it out when when and if it happens.
I'll trade it.
Who said that?
Alicia.
Hey, you can.
I mean, I've traded it in the past, but it's not something that I've looked at, but I'll keep an eye on it.
Okay. So you want a screenshot? You wanna I'll post it in the group. I'll post it in
Okay.
the group. Um okay. So yeah, so GCAD is a possibility. Now, I will say this because we are on the daily. It may take some days, it might even take a week. But, and because it has broken or swept this low or broken this low, maybe we can get in on the buy up, but we know that we're buying up to sell. But of course it would have to break this high and we'd have to get in on the pullback to then buy it up. Hold on. Okay. So if you want to call out this, so as you can see on the 4-hour, right? Price pulled back. This was the high. Price pulled back, came back down, not breaking these lows. Of course, we would need to see it break above, find the order block or imbalance to then buy it back up to and I'm just measuring from where price is now. As long as we can get 100 pips up here or even more, yeah.
So the target on the buy would be the sell zone, like the area.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then once it gets here, we can look at it on like the 4-hour or, you know, higher time frame to see if it's breaking any structure to then go back down to the sales, go back down to the lows or back down to this zone. So that's GCAD. GN. Monthly. So GN. So if I look at structure, we had this push up and then this last push down, right? And then we had up, up, down, up. So we have price pulled back here with no break above here. There's liquidity here, these two lows here. This pulled back, gave an order block. This push gave an order block. So of course, price would have to break this low, but we're on the monthly, so right. So we're gonna go down to the weekly. And as we can see, price broke here. I don't like this. I guess this would be a swing low. Let me go down to the daily. Okay. All right, so price broke here. This gave an impulse move, gave an order block, price didn't break. Price is looking like it's going back up. My guess would be that price is pulling back up to this institutional candle. Let's see what that looks like on the 4-hour. So price may just be coming to fill this imbalance to then continue selling. So with that being said, price would need to break above this high, this here, because this wicked. Price would need to break above here, a pullback. I mean, I don't know how many pips that would be, but from here to here, well, it's at least 100 pips. So, or if you don't want to counter trend, because we know how that can get, you can just set the alert here and wait for price to show you what it wants to do. And this is what I prefer that you do anyway, but and then sell it down to these lows. That would be my recommendation. That would be the recommendation. This would be the next low to break. Mm-hmm. So that's for GN. GU. Let's go to the monthly. GU gave a monthly bullish order block that price has tapped into. Price tapped into that order block, pulled back into this order block. Now let's just go to, look at structure. Push here and here. So that means, and then there's liquidity up here, so it's definitely probably pushing back up. So at the 78, there is imbalance here, a retest of this breakthrough that price never pulled back to. Hold on. That's price broke structure. Okay. Let's go back to the monthly. There is liquidity there. There are these equal highs right here. So price could sweep that and then start dropping. But for right now, price came down, started breaking, violating this order block, pulled into this imbalance. Let's go down to a low time frame. So we violated here, tapped into this imbalance. Price started then breaking internal, pull back, broke internal, pull back for, my guess is it will start selling back to maybe the 618, maybe even the 78. There is there's an order block here that price may come back to. And what did I say the monthly was given? The monthly was given bullish. Maybe this is a drop base and then a drop. Not sure. But you can mark it up as a monthly order block. Since I like to include that middle little zone. Now daily. Woo woo. So maybe price is pushing down into maybe this order block, clear this order block, but I do think it'll probably come back down. If I'm guessing right, it may come to this daily order block and then start pushing back up maybe. Or maybe it's pushing up to create a lower high to then continue down to the 78. So once price gets to this zone, maybe you can target the next or these highs for the moment. So that may be a few days or so. Unless there's some news that pushes this down. And then is there another pair, somebody? Oh, AUD, NZD. AUD NZD. Let me clear this off. So we're looking at the month.
This
Oh,
NFP week, so
oh,
that may
that's
affect.
right. So that
Well, I don't say
means,
might, it will affect.
so that means, I'm gonna say this. I am gonna say when and if GJ hits our target, right? Let's just stay out of trade for until NFP happens. Y'all in agreement with that?
I'm not in there, so I'll just be waiting.
Yeah.
Yep, me either.
Because ain't no need in stressing. When we already know price is going to meander
I was just
all,
about to say all
all
week
week
long.
long. Mm-hmm. No need in stressing. But I do believe GJ might hit one of the targets before that happens. So right now, this that pair I hate, AUD NZD. Kai picked this one, didn't she? I know it was Kai.
I think it's on a weekly order block list.
So based on the monthly, there was a bearish order block. Price pulled back up to the, oh shoot, wait a minute. Oh, that's right. Go down. Price pulled back up to almost a 78. It tapped into this order block, pushed up into the 78. And then you said it's on a weekly order block?
It might be the 2-week order block.
Mhm.
Let me look.
Oh yeah, 2-week order block. Okay. The price didn't break this high. And then broke this low pullback. Is there a wick on it? There's a little tiny wick on there. So it may push down and break. It may push down and break this low. To the negative 27 or the 618. And was it let me see the 6 month. So based on the 6 month, there's a 6 month order block. Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like it.
It's literally consolidating on
It
every
is.
time frame.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How many pips is it to break the high and or to break the low?
Oof. With all these wicks. Um,
Oh my gosh, never mind. Oh, yeah, I would have to trade this on the lower time frame because this is pure consolidation.
Yeah. I would say leave it alone. Don't trade it. That's 700 pips, 770 pips. Oh no, that's 7,000. We're on 6 months. That's is that 4,000? I think it is. Oh shoot, I might have to get in one of these on. So this may come back. Look, this may come back to here and then buy up. So if that is the case, let's see. A monthly. So this might pull back into this zone and then buy up. What was it, a weekly, a 2 week?
2 week.
Bullish?
Mhm.
Yeah, this could pull back into here and then stop buying up. So I'm
Kai, what
seeing,
was you thinking it was gonna, or what were you biased for? I guess I should say.
A sell.
Okay, I can see a sale.
now what I see is we're getting higher lows, but I don't see the higher highs yet. These are getting, sorry. Yeah, higher lows, and then you're getting lower highs. So I think that's what's considered that's what's considered. If I turn it on the RSI, it might be some divergence. Oh shoot, I done got rid of the RSI altogether. RSI. So this is going higher high. And you see how this is going down here, but this is going up here. So I don't know what that means, but
Sorry, the setup I was looking at was on a daily, not the 2 weeks.
the daily. For a sell,
Yeah, it's at it's at the 78 at last swing.
of the last swing. Oh, right, this move down. I can see that. No, I can definitely see that to push back down into this low, this zone that we
Yeah.
talked about. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. So from, let's see, the 78 to the 27. I can see that. So with that being said, at the 78, because it tapped into the institutional candle, you would still need to see the break to get in on the pullback to then sell it. So there would need to be an impulse move violating, it would need to break this low right here. And I'm gonna go down to the 1 hour to see if I can find. Yeah, it's gonna be the same. We need to see it break this low because price could pull back into here. Right, this was the internal high. Price pulled back, broke through. Price could pull back into here and start buying. So, if there is an impulse move, there's this internal swing here, like an impulse move down to break this, you can then look for at least to these lows. Or even to this, the break of this zone here, this 1 hour zone here, this 1 hour key level. Let me say that.
Yeah, this pair and GB Cat are the only two I really looked at, like marked up.
Yeah. Because then price will come here, probably pull back, and then possibly sell. Yeah, so I would definitely say take your money, like once it breaks this internal right here, find your institutional candle or order block, and then sell it down to this level here, get your money, and then you can wait for price to pull back to then start selling down to these lows or to these other zones. There's a zone here. And then this zone here.
Working in media distribution, I'm usually in London, Miami, New York, Toronto. This is my
What?
favorite. The network.
Now that was weird. So yes. So that's what I see for AUD, NZD. Anybody else trading anything else? Or looking at anything else? Can y'all hear me? Because it just told me my internet was unstable.
And I heard you.
Okay.
I marked up GB Chef too.
GBP Chef. All right. And SPX, okay. GBP Chef. Let's look at the monthly. All right. So based on structure, this is our last swing here. There's this little internal swing. Let's go down to the weekly. So it's looking like, okay, let's go down to the daily so we can see it a little clearer. Little clearer. So this internal was, whoop, okay. And then price, the price break above it. Price broke that high. This high here. So let's fib our move. All right. So price came, pulled back, never broke any, well, it did break this low. So let's look for our key level here. Daily key level here. Major key level here. So price broke below and then came and this was the last swing, and then came and broke this high. So we're back above this key level, right? So price came here, here, here. We've got some internal here. It's probably going to push back to here to possibly continue buying to the upside. Now, if it pulls back and breaks below here, pull back here, break here, then you're looking for a pullback for a continuation. But from looking at the daily, it has mitigated, unless there's something on the smaller time frame, like this price has already tapped into, close this imbalance, and then started breaking structure. But I'm going to say that it's probably going to push here, break up, pull back, and then keep buying up. That's what I would look for. We got a 1 move, we got the 2 move. So I would be looking for the 3rd move, the 3rd push, right? Back down to here. Give me a little structure that's close to the zone. Break that structure, pull back to the zone, and then buy up to, and I'm just going to fib this just to see something. So this is 50%, maybe even the 618, and then buy up to at least the -27, which is also in alignment with an imbalance that's over here. There's a little imbalance right there. So that's what I see for G-Chef. To the weekly. Yeah. Who asked about this, Kai?
Yep. Well, it's another, I took it off the daily again, because I just fibbed the last daily swing, and it came back to that 88 and
Yeah.
violated that bearish order block. On a daily. I was looking for a pullback to buy up.
Oh, yeah. That's what it's looking like. That's what it's looking like. And then SPX. We're looking at the, let me delete everything. The monthly, okay. So this is one of the pairs where I would say, because it's so bullish, I would definitely be waiting for it to pull back to at least to retest this break, right? So this is our let me go to the weekly because I didn't set a monthly. So this is the weekly previous week high. Previous week high. This is the previous week low. Let's go to the daily. Hold that. Okay. This is the previous day high. I'm not gonna add that, and the previous day low, because it's so close to the previous week. I'm just gonna leave that. And we have relative liquidity here and down here. So and then based on the daily, we have this imbalance here. That order block hasn't been tapped into. So I would definitely be looking for this low to be taken out, this price to pull back to possibly this zone, retest this initial break. So either to this green line or this line to retest this initial break to push back to the top side. I would really like for price to, and I'm saying that because I marked this up on US 30, to pull back to this zone to then buy up. That would be a nice little 2,000 pips, 2,400 pips for, but I would love for it to come back to this key level, which is an order block, the wicks of an order block, and then to buy, continue buying up to these highs. Now, if I look at the daily, so it's kind of just been consolidating for a few days, right? There's a daily order block here. Daily OB. That price may push into and then consolidate, push back up into this area and just go back and forth with the consolidation, probably for the week, right? But it's bullish, so I would of course be looking for buys. So this would be where I would be looking to buy up from. Again, maybe to come take out these highs. So the buy from here to here is approximately 930 pips. Again, to sweep these highs and then maybe sell. Maybe we'll get a sell after that. I don't have the quarter levels. I haven't added the quarter levels on these yet, so feel free to add the quarter levels. To that, who is Tasha? Is that Tiash or is that Tasha? Tasha. Not Latasha,
Just
but
Tasha.
Tasha. Which Tasha is it?
Just Tasha. New Orleans Tasha.
Got it. Got it. There we go. I had to make sure I got the right Tasha. Okay. So yeah, I would definitely be looking for some kind of buys So that was a daily order block. There's also a 4-hour order block at the zone. Yeah, I would be looking for a buy from this zone right here. So once price gets here, can you let us know? I sent it to you. I tagged you in the group. So once price gets here, the alert goes off. We can hop on to see if it's giving us any kind of structure to, and I would say mark up this zone here. Once price tapped in, if it broke back above, of course, we're looking for structure, market structure, to come in, pull back, and then buy it up to here, up to there. So from one zone to the next zone, it is 764 pips. Almost 800 pips. That would be a nice little trade. All right, anything else? Anything? Anything else anybody want to look at? Rogia, what you trading? Latasha, what you trading?
I was in GJ last week,
Okay.
for Friday.
Okay, so you're
I was
still
gone
in?
all last week.
Huh? Oh, that's right. You were, that's right. That's right. That's right. So you're not in anything right now?
Oh,
Huh? Are you in anything right now, Rogia? Did I lose her? Latasha, you in anything? You're in GJ?
No, I haven't looked at the markets yet. I lost on GCAT and GA last week, so
okay.
I still haven't decided. I'm gonna look in a little bit though.
Okay. GCAD, I know Alicia gonna let us know. Alicia gonna let us know if we're gonna be in for this counter trend trade to these zones. GA, did I look at GA? Let's go to the daily. All right, so this is where we are on the daily. This is our zone here. We got one push, two push, maybe a third push. So I would say if it breaks this zone here, it's probably going to pull back to this zone here, which is our sell zone. It may pull back into here and then sell back down to these lows. So we definitely need to see market open already. Oh yeah, it's 5 o'clock. There's a little gap here, so price probably gonna pull back in here and keep selling. And then once it breaks here, expect the price to pull back above this zone. And then you can buy it up to, this order block here. The zone, the key level zone is here. Right? But I would say, and then from one zone to the next zone is 2,200 pips. Is that 2,200 pips? Good gracious. Yep, everybody got homework. Everybody's got homework. And this one is yours, Latasha. I didn't give GA to nobody, did I? No.
I'll take it, Kim. GA. I like GA.
Okay. Did you were you here when I gave this, when I said what you had to do? Pretty much just call it out in the chat.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. So all right, now is everybody understanding how I'm doing these zone to zones before I hang up?
Yes.
You're
Yeah,
waiting for price to get to a zone to make structure, correct?
correct.
Okay.
And it would be, you'll need to see it, like, of course, on a lower time frame, right? So based on the 4 hour, like this is an order block over here, price is tapped into it. If you go down to the 1 hour, although this is pulling back, right? This is pulling back into this imbalance. You may get another drop here. Price may come sweep these lows. May pull back in here, may pull back, but long as you see the structure, whether it's above the zone, if it's below the zone, then you're looking for price to pull back and then continue selling, right? But if it breaks that structure, you're looking for it to pull back to the zone to buy it up to the next zone. But of course, price has to break here for this to be the high. Then there has to be another break for this to be the high, and then price to break that, change that character to then push to the next zone. Now, if price comes back down here, comes back to this zone, and because it may consolidate, it may just consolidate. We just don't know what it will do. You would look for an impulse move to break this high. It has to leave an imbalance or an order block to then get in to buy it up. That makes sense? Like, you got to see the impulse move.
Okay. And after the impulse move, it has to leave an order block and an imbalance.
Yes.
Okay.
But as of right now, as you can see how this pushed up, my guess is it's probably going to come back to this zone to let's see. There's liquidity here, right? There's this little liquidity here that this price did not tap into. This is probably going to come down, sweep this liquidity, and then bounce back up into the zone. Or it might just keep falling. It might just break through the zone it might just break through the zone. And maybe pull back up to then continue selling down past the zone. So if the candle closes below here, then we should be expecting a pullback into, if the candle closes below here, we should be looking for a pullback into possibly this imbalance here. Let me go to the 2 hour, see if I go to the 1 hour, 30-minute, 15-minute. I'm looking for an order block that might sponsor the breaker structure. Maybe this is a tide order block. I don't know. Maybe it'll pull back up into since price did. Maybe it will pull back. Up into the 78 and then drop again. We don't know. But if it does not come down here or close below here, then we are looking for the move back up to the next zone. And I'm on the 15-minute, and you know I'm counting my moves. This is 1, this is 2. So I'm expecting at least one more push before coming down here. Or maybe this is the move. Maybe this is push 1. Just pushed up, push 2, might push up, and then push 3. So Rogia says she's going to teach this when she returns from vacation. Okay. Right, Rogia? Did you say that? She said, what? All right. Anything else? Anything else? If not, that is the end of today.